gosh almighty, who the heck are they? Hey, flim, flam, bim, bam, Ole Miss. By golly, and welcome to Buck Hemingway Stadium where the Rebels are ready to take the field. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Rebels will kick it away to start. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Georgia Southern's offense is on the field for the first time today. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Makes the grab over the middle. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, and get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Spins away from the defender. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Georgia Southern in a hurry. He's got it again. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day.
Bitch-ass bitch.
We're able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense continues to bring the heat. First sack of the day, setting the tone in the first quarter. They had 5 last week, ladies and gentlemen. So this defense has been affecting the quarterback and making him feel so uncomfortable.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. The Rebels offense will try to get something started with their first possession. One thing to keep an eye on in this game, when they get it back, isolated on a linebacker, who wins that matchup?
Quarterback likes the matchup, but this linebacker, he's different, man. Not only is he a hitter, he's got the athleticism to cover people, too.
Normally you say that's a win for the running back. The running back on a linebacker, I win. But this guy is different. I'm interested to watch this matchup.
Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Dart. Throws for the tight end. Hauls it in. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Quick strike complete. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Just a short pass to the tight end. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive runs.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground. He's got it again. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Makes the grab. It's right. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the 1st down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Back to pass. It's Dart. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is one of those momentum turning points. If this defense can force a field goal attempt, that is a victory for them. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. They'll play it safe and try for 3. It is good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early, playing at home. They want to get the crowd into it, so you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal, you knock it through the uprights, you've got the lead, everything right now looking good.
Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. It's caught. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these 3rd downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful.
And he unleashed the RPMs on that pass. Man, this sophomore has an arm.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the 1st down marker is. Got to get a big gain. Got to get that 1st down. Nice.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and that can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action.
A 1st down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Dropping back, it's French. He's going for the big play. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. Defense can't keep playing like that.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's
What
great
the
to get points,
fuck?
but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. And the Rebels will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner goes down. Now this offense is back on the field. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Georgia Southern in a hurry. The play action fake. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
The defense did a really nice job on that play, closing in on the intended target. They had 2 guys near that ball.
Scanning the field, it's French. Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them up.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They're going to give him another chance on second and goal. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter. Georgia Southern has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. On third and goal, they'll throw it. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone. Touchdown.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Arkansas State looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Red Wolves. Offense, defense, and special teams doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling...
Gonna take a shot. Makes the grab inside the 30. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. Starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Wants to throw, it's Dart. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. The Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Cleasecorn. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They think there's room to run to the right here. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the Rebels have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Rebels! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
They knock him down right there. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Back to pass, it's French. Quickly to the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job in coverage on that 3rd and short, defensively taking all the throws and options away from the quarterback, and now we're setting up 4th down.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. On the return, it's Davis. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Grab in the backfield. It's Bentley. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to them. I can try to create some space out wide, dump them the football, let them make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. Handoff from the gun. They finally make the stop at the big run. There's plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They're getting this guy lathered up. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered up.
Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
And on that 3rd down play, there just wasn't any timing between the quarterback as an intended target. As a result, ball falls incomplete, setting up 4th.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. Finds his man enough for the 1st. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Fires to the big fella. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the 1st down. Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gonna run it. It's Diggs. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Man, what a nice Nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable in that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
To the air, it's French. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Georgia Southern in a hurry. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Burgess. So important to convert these 3rd downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down.
Looking for a huge play.
What the fuck?
And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, Eagle!
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Bentley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. Now the play fake. He'll take another shot here.
Oh my God, catch the ball.
Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. Coming after it. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. Looking downfield, it's French. And the quarterback is snowed under.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. On the move, it's Davis. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3 and out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some 1st downs. Get some positive momentum.
Comes out throwing on first down. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the misfire, now on second down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole.
Give me a fucking break.
The pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's French. Finds the tight end.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Couldn't make the connection on first down. Now here on second. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. The defense uses their second timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pocket starts to collapse.
Jesus
and he
Christ.
was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fair catch was called for, but there is a flag on the play, and we'll have to sort it out. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Back to throw, it's Dart. He lobs one high down the left side. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Really nice play by the defender, being in a good position for that deep ball down the field, not letting the receiver put his big body on him, go up over top. The only thing that could have been better is that thing tipped to another defender, and it was an interception. But
lofts one high indeed. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, thanks, guys. You've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far in Oxford today. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere. And I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Vaught Hemingway.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be third and short. Steps away. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. The Rebels will have it first and 10. Here's the handoff. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with second and 13. Back to throw. It's Dart. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Got it in the middle. It's Cleescorn. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. And the Rebels are marching down the field. They'll try the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. Second and 8 coming up.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's first down from the 11. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. A run up the middle is stopped for no gain. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times. Almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive...
Jesus Christ.
The pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. And it's right down the boulevard. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Tosses it incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw for it. Trying to get to it. And the quarterback bought some time, but not enough. Down he goes with the sack. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
That time I
they may
fucking
have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time
defense
today.
stood up.
And the returner will be brought down. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. On the ground, it's Parrish. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. He'll come out throwing on first down. He's got his man. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a defense and picking up a first down. Hand off from the shotgun. They knock him down inside the 30 and the 29. It's a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. Got out of trouble and throws. Grabbed over the middle. It's crease corn. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. 3rd and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Back to the ground with the running back. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Here on 3rd down, you might want to protect the field goal, but you have to stay aggressive. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And now they regain the lead. So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of there, and you know what?
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. That's caught. It's Arnold. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Can't wait for this to get fucking blown up.
Can really give you a shot of momentum. Took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. And the Rebels send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Running it back, it's Burgess. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They've had to punt the last couple of times they've had it, David, now trying to put something together.
Well, Reese, you know how much I love punters and kickers. Like, you don't want to see them very often. Those are not guys that we want to see on the field. We want to do something else and be a little bit more productive offensively.
And I think, David, on this drive, the quarterback's just got to settle down. These last few drives, looks like he's seeing ghosts. We've seen him force the football. He's missed a couple of throws. He needs to just take a deep breath and play within himself.
Tackled, but he has a first down. Georgia Southern in a hurry. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Offense lining up quickly. Trying play action. Quickly complete. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Right back to the well. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Takes the handoff. It's White. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. Running the red zone. It's White. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. And a late opportunity to grab the lead here. A touchdown would be huge. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. The Eagles are in the hurry-up. He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can hear yourself think on 3rd and goal. To the air, it's French. Touchdown, Eagles. And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. Space on the field, and he drops back. Where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the 4th quarter.
He'll call for the fair catch here. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm, got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Quarterback checking off. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. We like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Burgess. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
All right, so I know the defense is going to be aggressive, right? They got their stop. They forced a third down. How aggressive does the offense want to be in response? Because if I throw the football, get a first down, I can run this clock almost out. This defense has to make a choice, but this offense, how aggressive do you want to be?
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in position to win.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down. To throw, it's French. He's got him this time. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Snap from the gun on third down. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal.
58 yards.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to throw deep right side. And he holds it in at the 25.
I love when you back the defense off. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. And the D deny them on second and goal. He's looking to throw. Had to get rid of it quickly. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. To the air, it's Dart. Unleashes to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Oh, my.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker, who is so important to this team.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Got it in the middle. It's Cobb. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets him 30-plus. Georgia Southern in a hurry. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. Go straight ahead. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
Penalty is on the D. I guess the good news is they didn't lose much ground. There's not much left. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Pressure coming. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. This defense backed up, goal to go, and the crowd's giving them some cheer. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. We might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody. Look for the results because everything else ain't working anyways.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They're bringing heat. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. Looking downfield, it's Dart. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. Lost one deep down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, he has to throw for it. Takes a hit as he fires. What a snag by the defense. Never had a chance to get rolling after the pick, but he gives them the ball in prime field position at the 40. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Open space at the 25. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. And that big gainer on the last one has them threatening from inside the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Georgia Southern will have it now, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A touchdown here on third and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. Looking for room, it's White. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. So on fourth down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. No good. Could have stretched the lead out there, but guys, it's still sitting at 9. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet.
It's go time. We got to put some drive.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. After that last incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from their own 20. He's taking the deep shot. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. He's going up top here late in the game. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's got a 1st down and maybe a lot more. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. And the Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Dart. And they got him for the sack.
I tell you what, if I'm this QB, I am ill as a hornet in my offensive
Yeah, my
line.
fucking
Are you kidding me?
line
That's
sucks.
the 6th time they put me on the ground. Dudes, will y'all protect me a little bit?
And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another
7
sack.
sacks.
They get the
That's why
timeout
I
called.
lost.
11 seconds remaining to
This is
play.
line.
This is a 3rd and long.
My Alabama line.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch.
Running for my
The
fucking life.
quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. And that pass picked off.
Fuck it.
He'll try to take it back. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books.
I'm glad I lost.
So they'll decline the penalty. Pleased with the
Blows.
results of that last play. Scoreboard operator got a workout in this one. Fun game for us to watch, but they can't come up with the W.
Yeah, and it's a
Fucking
team game,
line
right? The
blows.
offense did their job, and
Dick
now
hole.
defense will have to find a way in the future to
Like, if
make
there was
better
a
plays,
dick hole
get
around,
stops, and stop them from scoring so
and there
many
was
points,
20
especially when
pussies.
your offense does their job.
And we
I'm
see a lot of
allowing
games
that.
like this in college football when both offenses are just trading blows back
Same
and
with my
forth, and it just comes down to which defense can get a stop.
I wonder Ole Miss. Dude, I thought Ole Miss definitely had a chance.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer,
Fuck.
Dave Pollock, I'm Reese
They
Davis,
did.
and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Makes perfect sense. Get the fuck off my screen. I dropped from 5th to 21. Dude, they hate Ole Miss on this game. Holy fuck. Program tradition, a fucking joke. Time to go get smacked around by Kentucky. want to hear the song that I'm fucking playing in my head right now. Somebody kill me, please.
Okay, I just want to warn you that when I wrote this song, I was listening to The Cure a lot, so... Okay. Here we go. You don't know how much I need you while you're near me. I don't feel blue, and when we kiss, I know you need me too. I can't believe I found a love that's so pure and true. But it all was bullshit. It was a goddamn joke. And when I think of you, Linda, I hope you fucking choke. I hope you're glad with what you've done to me. I lay in bed all day long, feeling melancholy. You left me here all alone, tears running constantly. Oh, somebody kill me, please. Somebody kill me, please. I'm on my knees. Pretty, pretty, please. Kill me. I want to die. Put a bullet in my head. I liked it. Losing his mind.
He's losing his mind.
And I'm reaping all the benefits. Mom, I've tried everything. Left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. Jaywalk. Jaywalk. Jaywalk.
You got it. On that note, I'm gonna jaywalk right out of here. Bye.
Switch to Google Fi Wireless and get the unlimited premium phone plan with extra perks like 6 months of YouTube
Comes over to tell me how she feels, and Linda answers the door wearing nothing but my Van Halen t-shirt.
No way.
I don't know what to do. She's getting married, and he's gonna ruin her life.
Yeah, Glenn doesn't deserve her. All he cares about are possessions. Fancy cars, CD players. Even women are possessions to him.
See, Billy Idol gets it. I don't know why she doesn't get it.
Oh, I hope you find her. You guys will not believe this. Some creeping coach who thinks he's Don Johnson just asked me to be part of the Mile High Club. He said I was grade A, top choice meat.
Is he right in here?
What's the Mile High Club?
Oh my God, the Mile High guy is Glenn. They're on this plane.
No way!
You guys gotta help me.
Right! Good afternoon, everyone. We're flying at 26,000 feet, moving up to 30,000 feet, and we got clear skies all the way to Las Vegas. And right now, we're bringing you some in-flight entertainment. One of our first-class passengers would like to sing you a song inspired by one of our coach passengers. And since we let our first-class passengers do pretty much whatever they want, here he is.
I wanna make you smile. Never yourself. Carry you around when you're our brightest spell. All I wanna do
What's up? Okay. Yeah, you ate. I'll get them for you. I'll get them for you. There you go. Here we go. Time to go blow this fucking game.
Welcome to the 8th oldest stadium in the country, Vaught Hemingway in Oxford, Mississippi, home of the Ole Miss Rebels, where the fans never lose a tailgate and don't plan on losing the game today. Today, a couple of SEC teams get ready to square off in what ought to be an old-fashioned slobber knocker. As we'll see, the Kentucky Wildcats taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Ole Miss Rebels. 48 Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will put toe to leather to crank us up. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The Wildcats offense will start this game off. And when you take the field with the confidence, the swag that this guy does, David, it just really
What are you doing, man?
in the passing game.
Receivers don't usually lack confidence, and those are the guys that kind of set the tone. And that swagger sets the tone for this offense. And Jesse, you know he's going to make plays.
And that speed scares defenses, too, because he can take the top off quick. These safeties better get back.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. They'll try the right side. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. There's no getting around the fact that they have really scuffled in the first half of SEC play, and now the task is to try to turn it around.
Well, and a lot of times it requires shifting your goals, and this is not how you want it to start, but how can we win this week and take advantage of every opportunity we get, Jesse? So it hasn't been ideal, but there's still some talent, and you can still salvage some wins on the schedule.
Yeah, it's all about finishing the season strong, right? I think this team believes that in this last week, they were able to sort of reset their focus on doing exactly that. They believe they have the horses in the locker room to win games like this. This could be the momentum shift they need.
He's looking deep, and they can't make the play on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. So Ole Miss offense will go to work for the first time. This is just a great matchup to watch on the outside, and who can win downfield in the passing game.
Man, this reminds me of 1997, Charles Woodson versus David Boston. Two physical athletes that are going to be going toe-to-toe all game long.
Yeah, two alphas, two guys that play the positions where you have to have such confidence, cornerback, wide receiver. Let's see this throwdown.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Dropping back, it's Dart. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's throwing to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Peacecorn. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. And the Rebels will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Makes a move. Oh, how did he make that move? The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get 1st downs, and ultimately get some points.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a 1st down.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the 1st. Let's see what happens next.
Wide out in motion. They'll run the jet sweep, trying to spread this defense out. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run. And they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
Trying to beat the DD. Pulls it in inside the 10. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. This Kentucky offense really moving the ball quickly. They'll run it on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Stream.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds in the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the PAT makes it 7-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Auburn is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. And if that quarterback can find a little magic a la Cam Newton, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Oklahoma. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. They'll snap this one from the 30 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Dart. Gets open down the middle.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
Usually see better timing between this senior quarterback and his receivers. That one well behind him. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves him needing a yard here on 3rd down. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Nice job by this offense converting the third down. Listen, third and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. Third downs.
Oh, my.
Oh, now it's picked off.
How?
And he's brought down after the pick. Or putting his offense in business. Line gets set, first down. He'll pull it on the read. Takes it past the marker. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got his man. No, what a move. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Going up top on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The give out of the gun. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line. This crowd knows when to bring it. Here's the give off the left side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need...
What the fuck, dude?
Got the 12.
And really good job getting to the quarterback. That's priority number 1, trying to get pressure on him. Get him to the ground is a bonus. They had 6 sacks in their last game. They got to keep building on that number if they want to keep stacking wins.
The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Slips through the line. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first